What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I ended up grabbing Dr. Poison early with the early access bundle, so I wanted to take a moment and go over her kit and get a sneak peek of what she does on the Poison team. So let's get right into the video and hit that intro. Alright guys, so here we have Dr. Poison. I have her currently at rank 5 because she hasn't been released. I can't get copies of her, but we will get her up to at least rank 7 or 8, which is when she really, gets utilized because of her certain abilities require her to be at rank 7 to really increase the potency of her poison and ricochet and all that. And we'll get into her kit here in a minute, but I just wanted to go ahead and say that I do have Penguin at badge 30. And in this video, I am going to be showcasing the Poison team in a variety of contexts and situations. Just showing you a bunch of battles with the team, just to get an idea of kind of what Dr. Poison does, what she offers. But she is a support character to the Poison team. She is also tactical, so she's blue, which is kind of cool. I like that, to be honest with you. Most of the team is green, but then Penguin is going to be the Mighty or red, and then you have Dr. Poison here, which is blue. So, you're kind of all over the place with the team, but it's okay, because the team's pretty bonkers, pretty nutty. But let's go ahead and get into her kit, because I did kind of want to talk about that real quick. So her ultimate's not going to be doing a whole lot with the Cheshire team. It's mostly made for the Poison Ivy synergy. I think you're going to be getting more utility out of it there. So I would run her ult last if you are running Cheshire. If not, you might be able to, if you're running Poison Ivy, you could probably run her ult earlier. But I think for the Cheshire team, you're just going to be running her ult last because it's not going to be doing a whole lot for your squad. But it does say that it mixes up a concoction that she hurls at the enemy team, which inflicts 1 stack of poison on all enemies for 3 turns. So, I mean, either way, you're going to be getting more poison, which is, beneficial because it's a poison team. That's the goal, Her potion is so potent that all existing stacks of poison on enemies with fewer than 3 turns left in duration get extended to 3 turns. And then, with level 2 and level 3, at level 2 specifically, which is unlocked at rank 6, the chance that enemies will take a critical hit from poison damage inflicted by any ally increases by 20% for the rest of the battle. And then at level 3, poison's gonna inflict the perfect poison now lasts for 4 turns. Let's see. And all existing stacks of poison on enemies with fewer than 4 turns left in duration also get extended to 4 turns. So it's just extending the duration there, which, I mean, is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but I think you're just going to get more utility out of it by the Poison Ivy team synergy. That's all I'm saying for that. Now, her basic attack is called Outbreak. This injects an enemy with an infectious agent, dealing physical damage equal to 100% of her attack and inflicting 1 stack of poison for 2 turns. So again, it's, putting poison on your opponent, which is what the team wants to do. If the target is already infected with poison, there's a 20% chance to ricochet to another enemy. That enemy also receives physical damage equal to 100% of Dr. Poison's attack and 1 stack of poison for 2 turns. Every enemy that Outbreak ricochets onto also has a 20% chance to cause it to ricochet onto an additional target. And at level 2, the chance that Outbreak ricochets increases to 40%, and then at level 3, which is at rank 9, it increases to 60%. Now, I believe Ricochet is a new mechanic with Dr. Poison, so basically she's going to be throwing, poison stacks at your opponent, and then those stacks are going to be transferred to other characters. Kind of like Ricochet, like Mousetrap. I kind of think about that roller coaster at the state fair, curving a bunch of places. You know what I mean? It basically does that. Because the goal of the Poison team is to kill off the back line as quick as possible. That is the goal. So these poison stacks are going to be, growing, but they're also going to be spreading. Kind of like an outbreak or an infection, which is really cool. I like that mechanic a lot. Let's see. Her advanced attack is called Toxic Mist. This lobs a smoke grenade that engulfs the entire enemy team in toxic gas, inflicting 2 stacks of poison for 1 turn. Now, this is where she becomes like a really cool character, but you need rank 7. You need her at rank 7 for this to really benefit you. At rank 7, Toxic Mist now triggers poison damage on all enemies. All enemies. So this is going to be engulfing all enemies with poison. So she doesn't do a lot of damage on her own, but she is there to kind of provide utility for the whole team so that the whole team can provide that damage, right? And then at level 3, the poison inflicted by Toxic Mist now lasts 2 turns. So, crazy. And then her passive is called Corrosive Compound, which Dr. Poison engineered her concoctions to be most effective on healthy bodies to sap their vitality. All poison deals 20% extra damage to enemies with more than 75% of their maximum HP remaining. Whenever enemies take poison damage, all allies are healed for an equal portion of 20% of the damage dealt. And then at level 2, the poison now deals 30% extra damage to enemies with greater than 75% of their maximum HP remaining. And then at level 3, the enemies with more than 50% of their maximum HP remain to take extra damage from poison, and that unlocks at rank 8. So at rank 8, this girl's going to be doing amazing things for the poison team. If you can get her to rank 8, you're golden. Rank 9 is just nice. Now, I don't know if there's anything crazy for rank 10. I don't think she's got anything crazy, so it's not a make or break if you don't get her to rank 10. You know what I mean? So basically what this is saying is every time the enemy is taking damage from poison, you're now healing. So this poison team is going to be doing some insane healing, especially with Swamp Thing, and then I know Penguin at rank 10 gives damage reduction and stuff like that. So, you know, this team is going to be doing some crazy stuff. It's going to be very tanky, and it's going to be hard to kill. But that is Dr. Poison's kit. Let's go ahead and see her in. I wanted to showcase my poison team in story mode, because it is kind of crazy. It's pretty nutty. So let's go ahead and do that. And like I said, I do have Penguin at badge 30, which is awesome. So he's going to be protecting the team, you know, to a greater state. And Cheshire is rank 8. So, you know, we're going to be going up against the team that is a few 1,000 points ahead of me. So let's go ahead and see how this works. I'm very curious to see if we can win this or not. But Cheshire is going to go and inflict poison, Swamp Thing ults, which is going to deliver more poison to the squad. And as you can see, they're healing every time the poison's being distributed. Look at that. Look at that constant heal. Shadow Shroud. Let's see what Poison Ivy does. Alright, she didn't really do much there. But I have seen her one-shot before with her ult in Crisis Watch. We're going to heal the backline even though we don't need it. Cheshire's ult. Let's see what this does. Alright, Penguin ults. They're constantly healing. Look at that heal. And this is going up against an AoE boss. You know what I mean? Which AoE is really what this team lacks. AoE is supposed to counter poison to an extent. So this is crazy to see. We're almost about to take Green Arrow out. Look at that. That's crazy. Just constantly healing. Let's see what this does. Oh, it takes up dead shot. That's good. Penguin's gonna ult. Swamp Thing is gonna use his ultimate and deliver more poison now. However, that Thug didn't seem to be affected by it. There we go. Does this take him out? No. That's okay. we still won, which kind of blows my mind because they're ahead by a good bit. Jeez. Well, there you go, guys. Poison team's kind of crazy. Alright, guys, now here they are going up against a Constantine boss. As we know, Constantine does amazing damage, so let's go ahead and see what this does. I'm very curious. This is also story. I'm at 45-6, so pretty far in. Let's see what happens. So Swamp Thing is going to ult first, which is going to inflict poison on some of them, not all of them. No, it did go with all of them. Never mind, just kidding. Just kidding, I was looking at Cheshire's poison. So they're all inflicted with poison. And as you can see, my team is healing because of that. Poison Ivy is going to go ahead and hit the back line. Almost takes out the guy to the left. Increased defense. They're constantly healing because the opponents are constantly taking poison damage, which is what the team's wanting to do. And like I said, Penguin is at badge 30, so he's going to have his umbrella up, which also gives some added benefits to the team as well. He's going to ult. See, even against Constantine, this team is just taking him out. And they're thousands of power ahead of me. Let's see what this does. That's not going to do much. Swamp Thing inflicts more poison. Let's see what Poison Ivy does. She takes out Harley in the back. That's good. Cheshire takes out Constantine. Goodness gracious, guys. This is crazy. Dr. Poison's, providing the utility there. So the reason why this team is healing a lot is because of Dr. Poison, which is awesome. Dr. Poison and Swamp Thing are the ones that heal the team. Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and check out another battle. Alright, guys, here they are in Crisis Watch. Now, this is going to be a lot easier just because my team has a higher power level, so they're going to take out this team pretty quickly. But, again, just kind of wanted to show you their power and how well they synergize together. This team is really incredible. I think my weakest link on the team right now is Poison Ivy currently, to be honest with you. I think Dr. Poison is just doing a lot more utility, so she's more beneficial right now, but look at that. Look at that. It's crazy. The poison took out King Shark. And then Deadshot's gone, so that took him out pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and look at Arena now. Alright, guys, now here we have them going up against an Arena team. Now, as you can see, this Arena squad is a little bit more powerful than my Poison team currently. But let's see if they can pull it off. I'm curious, because they have Jessica Cruz, they have Kid Flash, so they have a bunch of healing and a bunch of shields, which shields alone stop poison. So let's see what happens. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Alright, so Parallax comes out. She's going to possess Cheshire. Or he's going to possess Cheshire. My bad. Penguin is just an amazing main tank here. They're healing. Swamp Thing's going to provide a lot of poison. A lot of poison. They're constantly healing because the opponents are taking that damage. We're going to heal the front line with that reinforcement real quick. See, we're already doing a good bit of damage here, which is awesome. Poison Ivy's going to ult. Curious. Oh, wow, that takes out a good bit of health. Look at that. Dr. Poison's providing a lot of utility with that healing. She's not doing much else just because she's rank 5, but when I get her to rank 8, she's going to be... This team's going to be even more tanky, guys. This is just basics here. This is just showing basics. This is crazy. Cheshire's going to ult. Maybe take someone out? Yep, she took the guy in the back out. That's crazy. And my Cheshire's only at badge 1. So keep that in mind. She's not really critting or doing a lot with that yet. Swamp Thing's going to poison them. Poison Ivy took Guy out. And then Dr. Poison and Penguin are finishing him off. there you go, guys. There you have it. That is the Poison team in a nutshell. And there we have it, guys. There is my first impressions of Dr. Poison. I think she's amazing currently. I think she's going to get even better for the Poison team in the future when we get her to rank 7, rank 8, rank 9. I think she's really going to provide a lot of utility and support there. Do I think you should summon for Dr. Poison? If you're going for a Poison team, yes, she's pretty much needed, I would say, on that team because of the amount of healing and support that she's providing. Now, if you're not going for Poison, if you didn't summon for Swamp Thing or Cheshire, skip her. Like, there's no point in getting her if you're not running Poison. She's only usable when there's Poison. You know what I mean? So, those are my first impressions. Thank you so much for watching. Please smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.